Oh, I just want to, the constituent you spoke about, do you know in 2017, for example, Saudi lobbyists spent $270,000 to reserve rooms at Trump-owned hotels? And that, to me, makes you pause about your constituent being killed by that government.
Because we have a situation now where people who seek to influence the government can funnel bags of cash to the president through his various properties. You have government contractors, charities, businesses, associations, politicians, political parties, political groups, using his facilities and paying just absolutely gobs of cash for the privilege of hobnobbing with the president. And
President Trump's director of National Economic Council received more than $100 million in payments from Goldman Sachs before he came in to work for Trump, the president, I'm sorry, Chairman. And so one of the things that I'm taken aback by is we're talking in my good colleague from Ohio mentioned the original HR 1 tax break. Who worked on that? Because back home in the district, they call that a payout. They really do. They know who was behind the scenes running that and pushing that forward. And so my question to you is, how can we move? Because the shoulda, coulda, maybe, and all these to me, that doesn't go far enough to starting to make people feel like this is their house, that this Congress belongs to them. Because right now, all they see is people that are at the top that make millions of dollars that are completely disconnected with the American people. And I can tell you, every single day, from underemployment to poverty in my district, we're feeling like here, we don't have a voice. And so with that, Mr. Tlaib, I really would love to hear, how do you think we can really strengthen this, and where the dangerous precedent is? Because more and more we're now seeing other people interested, former CEOs, others interested in becoming president of the United States.
I applaud the bill for including a statement of Congress that the president should divest. I think that takes a step towards reestablishing the norm, and it would have been helpful to me as director of OGE to be able to point to that. I'd personally like to see it go further and require divestiture, because we have a situation now where people who seek to influence the government can funnel bags of cash to the president through his various properties. You have government contractors, charities, businesses, associations, politicians, political parties, political groups, using his facilities and paying just absolutely gobs of cash for the privilege of hobnobbing with the president. And unfortunately, the president has done nothing to discourage this. He didn't even try to mitigate it by saying, I and my appointees will refuse to attend events at my properties, to discourage people from holding them there because they would lose access to the government by having the event there. Instead, there seems to be this embrace and this encouragement and this sense on the part of interested parties that they have to engage in this to even be on an even footing with their competitors.
Oh, I just want to, the constituent you spoke about, do you know in 2017, for example, Saudi lobbyists spent $270,000 to reserve rooms at Trump-owned hotels? And that, to me, makes you pause about your constituent being killed by that government.
I do know that, yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I would just point out to the chairman, the witness may want to clarify his remarks when he's saying gobs of cash. I don't know that he would have any proof, and since he's under oath, I don't know that he would want to make that type of statement.
Well, I will allow the gentleman, if you want to clarify what you meant by gobs of cash.
Representative Meadows, what I mean is that people are paying money to the Trump organization to use his facilities, and the direct beneficiary of that money is President Trump because he's the beneficiary of the trust that holds that. So the money is flowing to President Trump, and the steps he's taken to step back from it have had absolutely zero effect to in any way diminish the financial interest in the money that comes through. So I do indeed mean that this is a funnel for money, but
you didn't mean
directly
cash
to him. Yes, I don't mean they're handing it directly to him.
The gentleman has defined it. Thank you.